What's up, Gooners? Arsenal have been mentioned among the clubs interested in signing a Borussia Dortmund defender for €35 million. Meanwhile, Fabrizio Romano drops a bombshell about the Brazilian target for €39 million. And Miles Lewis-Skelly has received a big indicator about his future as the Gunners move forward with a new transfer. All that and much more coming up right now. But first, click the subscribe button because we bring you Arsenal news every single day and you don't want to miss out, right? So subscribe right now, and without further delay, let's get into today's top stories. Gooners, Arsenal are preparing for a massive summer transfer window, and there are some obvious positions to be strengthened. Left back could be one of them. According to German site Fußballdaten, Dortmund's management want to keep Svensson in the squad, but their business model doesn't rule out a sale for a fair price, and they don't consider the player untouchable. The German club want €35 million, potentially reaching €40 to €45 million with bonuses, to even start negotiations, while Svensson's contract with Dortmund runs until 2029. Here's what's happening with Arsenal's interest in Svensson, and this is absolutely critical. The most concrete proposals for Svensson should come from England and Italy. Arsenal have identified the 24-year-old as one of their main targets to rejuvenate the defence and increase competitiveness at left back. Liverpool and Leeds United have also shown interest. Arsenal are the club showing the greatest interest in Svensson and plan to use him as a wing-back. Milan and Atalanta are also cautiously testing the market. However, Arsenal's preference for a deal involving player plus cash could be an obstacle, as Borussia Dortmund prefer to receive cash only. Although the player is currently focused on keeping Dortmund in the Champions League qualification zone, his dream of playing in the Premier League is already considered an open secret. Svensson has 2 goals and 2 assists in 32 league games this season. This long-term contract significantly strengthens the German club's position regarding the defender. News is likely to emerge before or after the World Cup, where he will be with the Swedish national team this summer. €35 million for a Swedish left-back whose Premier League dream is an open secret. Is Svensson the answer to our left-back problems, or should we stick with Calafiori and Hincapié? What's your take? While Arsenal chase Svensson, a Brazilian midfielder is slipping away. Gooners, Arsenal are in the market for another midfielder this summer transfer window. Newcastle United star Sandro Tonali has been heavily linked with a move to the Emirates Stadium since the January window. Mikel Arteta could go back in for Tonali at the end of the season. Arsenal have also looked at a Brazilian midfielder in recent months. However, it's now being reported that Manchester United are more likely to sign him. According to Matteo Moretto via Fabrizio Romano's YouTube channel, here's what's happening with Atalanta's Ederson, and this is absolutely critical. It was reported last month that Arsenal scouts were watching Ederson at Atalanta. With his contract due to expire next summer, there is an opportunity for the Gunners to land his signature at a discounted price. However, the £39 million rated midfielder is now more likely to join Man United. Listen to what Moretto revealed. In recent weeks, several English clubs have approached Ederson's entourage with stronger offers, especially in terms of salary, higher than Atletico's proposal. I can tell you that Manchester United are currently the club that has shown the most interest, offering around €4.5 million net per year. Then came the concerning part. Arsenal have also made enquiries, though Ederson is not a priority for them. As things stand, I'd keep an eye on United. They've slightly improved the salary compared to Atletico. Of course, none of these clubs have reached an agreement with Atalanta yet, who continue to demand a high fee. So Arsenal have made enquiries, but Ederson is not a priority. That tells you everything you need to know. Arsenal could pivot their attention to Leon Goretzka, as he has been mooted as a potential target this summer, although they are facing stiff competition from AC Milan. A telling summer awaits the North Londoners, with The Athletic reporting that Arteta still wants to refresh the squad, despite shelling out around £250 million last year. United offering bigger wages, and we're saying Ederson's not a priority. Are we right to focus elsewhere, or are we missing out on a bargain here? Let me know your thoughts. Now, Miles Lewis-Skelly has been given a big indication about his future. Gooners, Arsenal star Miles Lewis-Skelly may have been given the clearest indication yet over his future. The Hale End Academy graduate burst into Arsenal's first team last season as a left-back during an injury crisis, going on to win his first England caps under Thomas Tuchel. But this season, the 19-year-old has been used a little more sparingly, starting just 3 fixtures all season and remaining an unused substitute for 17, seriously impacting his chances of going to World Cup 2026. Lewis Skelly played primarily as a midfielder at youth level, but only started his first game as a number 8 at the weekend as the Gunners battered Fulham. Manager Mikel Arteta claimed he hadn't played him there before because he doesn't have a clue. Maybe I should have done it earlier, the Basque boss admitted in his post-match presser. Lewis Skelly appears to have lost his place as a left-back in North London, with both Calafiori and Piero Hincapié preferred in that position. And now reports from Germany suggest that he may have even more of a struggle to hold down a spot as an inverted fullback under Arteta. Sky Germany have noted that Arsenal are still interested in Victor Valdepenas of Real Madrid, with a long-standing interest in the teenager still strong, despite competition from Eintracht Frankfurt having already made a move. In a scout report in January, 442 described the young Spaniard as a Calafiori-type defender who is able to use his pace and physical prowess in a defensive duel or bombing up the pitch. And with Valdepenas able to play either as a centre-back or a left-back, the youngster could well act as cover for Gabriel as well. This would indicate that Lewis Skelly's future lies purely as a midfielder, with a recent tactical shift seeing Declan Rice move deeper to number 6. The youngster could well be fighting the likes of Martin Zubimendi and Mikel Merino for a place in the starting 11 to the left of Rice in defensive midfield. 442 understands that Arsenal are interested in another midfielder this summer, and Lewis Skelly's status as a homegrown academy talent provides the easiest opportunity for a quick sale. Lewis Skelly is worth €35 million as per Transfermarkt. Arsenal signing another Calafiori-type left-back. Does this confirm Lewis Skelly's future is purely in midfield now, or could we actually be looking to sell him for pure profit? I want to hear what you think. Finally, Jamie Carragher has spotted something about Arsenal's recent transformation. Gooner's Jamie Carragher believes that Mikel Arteta's tactical tweak to move Declan Rice into a deeper lying role has helped make Arsenal so much better. The Gunners look to be faltering over recent months. However, the last 3 matches have seen a complete change in fortunes. The North London club comfortably saw off Fulham, whilst Man City dropped points. And they also eliminated Atletico Madrid to reach the Champions League final. In the last 3 games, the manager seems to have switched his midfield around, and his use of Rice has helped make them so much better. Carragher told CBS Sports, "I think Declan Rice was fantastic. I think he's been the best player in both these games. Even though Arsenal find themselves where they are in the Champions League and the Premier League because of what they've done over 9 or 10 months, they were definitely wobbling in the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks. I think the last 3 games, starting basically last week, they've almost sorted themselves out, and I think the decision to move Declan Rice a little bit deeper from Mikel Arteta has had a huge influence on it." For several weeks now, there have been question marks over Zubimendi, and now he needs to remain on the bench for Arsenal. Rice and Lewis Skelly look far more comfortable on the ball and are willing to play forward, and Arteta must stick with this duo. Eberechi Eze, Rice and Lewis Skelly now look to be the midfield formula for Arsenal and could help them to achieve a historic season. Carragher says Rice deeper has transformed us and Zubimendi should stay benched. Do you agree this is our best midfield setup, or does Zubimendi deserve another chance? Drop your thoughts below. That's it for today, Gooners. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and hit subscribe for Arsenal news every single day. And drop a comment letting me know, where are you watching from? London? Kenya? USA? Let's see how global this Arsenal family is. Come on, you Gunners.